you better get it on. You should always have a chick while you on your throne. Nobody cares, you better stay alive. But for now, we up to bat, we yelling Hit.Or.Die. Hit.Or.Die, 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 Hit.Or.Die. That's two for me, one for the team, and we won't stop till we get the ring. Hit.Or.Die, 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 Hit.Or.Die. That's two for me, one for the team, and we won't stop till we get the ring.
Hey everybody, welcome to Hit.Or.Die podcast episode 45. We're here with your host Jake Saldati and Chad Rothberg.
Intro song.
Yeah, intro. Hope you guys liked our intro song. It was done by a buddy of ours out of Madeira. You can go follow him on Twitter as Young Cab or Cabby22. Also on Instagram. Yeah, so he made that for us. We appreciate it. Hope you guys like it. He took some of the stuff out of some of our episodes. I don't know if you could tell some of the baits all Luplo and Dylan Lee, and kind of just made it our own. It's a good beat, pretty sick. Hope you guys liked it.
Yeah, so we're Shelter in Place, being good.
Yes. SIP series.
I'm actually at work, but Chad's
I'll
you're
be
at work tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm off today.
So we've been off for what, week and a half? Roughly 2 weeks almost since we put anything up. So this is probably the format for until we're told any different, I guess. So we'll be doing it this way for a bit, which was crazy. We were talking about, the last episode, doing highlights of, or, recapping games from City and FPU and Fresno State to 2 days later, no baseball.
Done. No baseball.
And now we're, 2.5 weeks since then. And I think JUCO it's done completely now, as well as all NCAA sports. The only thing they haven't mentioned was high school. So I think they said the commissioners were meeting the 3rd, April 3rd, to kind of figure out what they're going to do. I don't know what the options are for high school if we can go into the summertime. I mean, I'm down to do whatever, to be honest.
Yeah.
For the seniors.
I mean,
even if it's modified.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, it's tough for the seniors. Even if you got to just play everybody in your league once. And you still have, you either beat them or you didn't. You know what I mean? You can still have a clear track champion or CMAC champion, NYL, whatnot, by playing everybody just one time. I mean, and it is what it is. If that's what you want to do, you want to have a champion, or you just, say like you did. Let's just go 16, all D1 teams. Let's go playoffs, just as we're ranked right now, and just go.
Yeah, two loss elimination. Play for a few weeks, and I don't know. I'd hate to see it end for some of those guys because it is going to be the end.
Yeah.
So you don't want it to be that, but we talked about it before too. That there's sometimes, life's not fair, and you kind of have to deal with the circumstances and situations, and it's just part of growing up and all of that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it just. Sometimes, might just have to think about how bad did you want to play? Did you maybe have a refound love for the game that you didn't know you had? A lot of these kids might have taken things for granted and not work as hard as they could have. And maybe now to have a step back and look like, whoa, that could be taken away. Am I really working hard enough to get to where I want to be? And, you're not just competing. I put that video out there of those minor leaguers. You're not just competing against the U.S., you're competing against the world. And a lot of the international players actually have an advantage over us, believe it or not, because they can be drafted at such a young age, which I think is wrong. First, I think it should be the same.
Yeah, it should
all
be
the way around.
Yeah, I agree.
Or in that case, make the draft age 16 in America too. I mean, I don't know. Make it equal, or just leave it at 18 all the way around. That would be better.
Those guys are getting instruction, right? They're getting.
Well, they're not going to school.
It's all baseball.
They're not. It's all baseball. They're baseball academies. They have English classes, and they have classes to help them teach America's, English and writing and stuff like that. But they still have that in the minor leagues as well. When they get into the minor league system, they have classes that they have to go to and learn that stuff. But, they're in baseball academies where that's all they do all day long is play baseball. And I'm not saying we should do that. And, we need to go to school and stuff. But I don't know if our kids are putting in as much extra, compared to what the international players get.
It's interesting because would you see a difference in American kids as far as, the same commitment? You're going to see the same commitment out of them. I guarantee it. If a kid could sign at 16 and devote every day to potentially playing professional baseball at 18, what would you have done?
But those kids don't have cell phones like our kids, social media, all the distractions. You know what I mean? They have one goal. They're going to try to play baseball to the best of their ability to give a better life for themselves and their family.
Yeah.
And the way to do that is to bust their butt as hard as they can and get as good as they can. They don't have mommy and daddy, saying, "Oh, you're this, you're," you know what I mean? Or, being entitled. They're not entitled. They're working for everything they get. They start with a freaking, a paper bag and as their glove. You know what I mean? Like they're not, given what we're given here. So I think
it's not the same needs and wants growing up.
No, they want one thing, and that's to play professional baseball in the United States of America. So they're going to do whatever they can to get here, and they work harder than anybody probably in America. But besides maybe a couple percentage, but I'm just saying maybe that's what this can kind of help these kids realize, do I really want this? I don't know. I've seen it. I've seen, I've seen high school kids, and then I've played professionally where I've seen 16-year-olds, international players, 17-year-old
players.
I've seen it. So, I know what it takes for guys to get to that level and how hard you have to work. Not at that age, but, I wish I knew that when I was 16, 15. I didn't know all that stuff yet. It was still baseball to me, and because social media wasn't like that. We didn't know what's out there.
No, there wasn't any social media
when we were growing up. So we couldn't go look up videos and do that kind of stuff, So, so there's great technology. Technology is great in that aspect where you can watch things and help you get better and watch how hard guys work and try to outwork somebody, So there's pluses to technology, but the distraction part, those guys don't have the distraction.
No, I agree. I agree 100%. And it's, you see the NCAA grant seniors eligibility into next year, which we've kind of talked to. Roster sizes grow, and incoming freshmen. I don't want to use the word kickback because, at that point, I don't think that's what it is. Do you see JC rosters start to fill up?
Yeah, I think you can. I think, like we talked about before, just say if nobody left, right? Obviously, you're going to have guys get drafted and whatever, but you're pretty much having the same team you have now, plus however many guys you recruited and signed from the year before. So you could have a 35-man roster, and now it's going to be close to like 60. So you're going to have these freshmen coming in where this team was already kind of set on what they were doing. You're going to have these freshmen coming in. It's going to be really hard for them to break the lineup. Some might, though, some. But is it better for them maybe to go to junior college now, You know, that's what we talked about. Is it might be, do they have to think now what they want to do? Do they want to go to a, you know, their school they committed to, where now there's 20 plus more players than there was gonna be that you have to compete against, or do they want to go to a junior college? Well, I mean, they'd probably redshirt maybe at the 4-year, or they want to go to a junior college where they can play right away. And, you know, after sitting a year, that's kind of a big deal too. Like going and playing right away.
Well, you could go start at a JP and get drafted.
Yeah, you know, so I mean, who knows? It might open up the doors for junior college now, maybe for a year or two, to be as competitive as it used to be. Not saying it's not competitive, just saying as it used to be.
You might get more Division I type players at that level.
Exactly. That's what I mainly thought was, you know, back in the day, there's, you know, we talked about the draft and follow, you know, JUCOs were pretty much all D1 baseball players. That's why it was so hard to play junior college back when we were growing up, you know, is because guys were getting drafted instead of going to the draft there, or a 4-year when they could. They were going to a junior college and trying to get the extra money in the draft the next year. So, you know, maybe it will help out the junior college game, and maybe it doesn't. But I do feel like it's a good thing that they're granting the seniors.
Yeah, I agree.
Like I feel like it's good, but I just don't know how good it's gonna be for each program with the commits. That's what I'm worried about.
Interesting how it all plays out. We'll have to sit back, and all we can do is watch and see how that all pans out. I think for our guys at the high school level, if there's some way to modify and continue or to finish, you know, we'll have to just, you know, like we're just like everybody else. We're waiting to hear from the CIF. We're waiting to hear from what even as society, you know, we're going to be able to do as far as, you know, being out in public and all that stuff. So we're just kind of waiting back. And, you know, again, for now, this might be the format that we bring content to you guys. We're going to have Andy Underwood join us here in a minute, and Kenny Paulinelli, and try to give you guys some more stuff. There's a couple things I just still wanted to ask, even with those guys, and get their opinions. But what have you been doing to even just pass the time, dude? You got to be getting a little stir crazy, because you don't.
I'm not. I love it. I'm not even. I get to be home with my family more. I get to relax. I don't know, dude. I know a lot of people out there are like, oh, like, you know, but I also have a job that's crazy right now. You know what I mean? So it's like, I love having the time off after work, or even my off days have been great. You know, and I get people are like, they're bored because they're used to being around people in their normal lives. But I feel like we just have to sit back, and it is what it is. And we just have to kind of, you know, cherish this time with our family, if that's what it's going to take to, you know, be with our family. And we don't get these moments back with our kids, you know? So
for sure.
I'm trying to just think of that way. Cause I'm like you're still going to work. I'm going to work. So your day hasn't even changed.
No,
you know,
other than no baseball, that's it.
But you're still getting off later. You know what I mean? I at least have time throughout the day with my kids now, and, you know, especially without baseball. So that's why I like it, even though I am still going to work. But I don't know, dude. I've been watching movies and playing the show, and, you know, just kicking it with the family. And I haven't even really been bothered by the sports thing.
I haven't either. No, I haven't either. That was one thing I want to ask the other guys too. Like, is it, you know, I'm not really even watching TV at all. You know, I'll watch some movies with the kids, or we're playing. We're not even watching TV.
Yeah.
So, we're going to get these guys on here. Just bear with us. And Andy Underwood and Kenny Paulinelli will be joining us in a minute.
Welcome back to the Hit.Or.Die podcast, episode 45. We're here with Mustache McGee.
Oh, he's got on a shirt. What's up?
He's going all out today. Nice.
You got a tattoo?
Andy Underwood.
Damn, I got it all. Here we go, baby.
I don't even have the hat.
Welcome to the show. You up at the cabin?
No, that's just my bed. The old backstop.
How was your how is your shelter in place going, Andy?
Yeah, it's all right. It kind of sucks, Try and stay on a routine.
I saw the wifey beat you in a plank contest.
Yeah, she did. I'm not going to make excuses about it. I mean, she's like 100 pounds. What do you expect? I mean, you can't, I'm a big old fat guy. It's hard to stay up.
Oh, my God.
Would that classify as an excuse?
Huh?
Would that classify as an excuse?
Yeah. I mean, she beat me.
It's all good.
I mean, I wouldn't have said anything, but she posted it all over.
I know.
Kenny says he's coming on a time limit, dude.
I'm watching Major League right now.
It's tight.
Andy and I were having a conversation earlier in the day. He was watching because we were
watching. Yeah.
No, we were talking about
Lakers Celtics.
Yeah, from what year?
86, and now it's on 87.
And me and Chad were just talking about how we haven't been watching. Like, I can't get into watching the old sports. I don't want to watch. I don't know. I can't.
I actually watched like an inning or two of the World Baseball Classic last night, the Dominican against US. I actually was okay with that. But no, I haven't been like watching sports really.
But Andy made a comment regarding
What's up, Kenny?
What's going on?
Andy's comment was that how today's athlete during that basketball game,
these guys, like today's basketball players, would absolutely mollywop. They'd freaking mop these guys off the court. They're so slow.
Yeah.
The pace of play is so slow.
Absolutely.
There's no athletes on the court.
Absolutely.
Do you think Jordan would play this day and age?
Yeah, Jordan could. I'm looking at like Larry Bird, and I'm like, I mean, I guess he's like a Kevin Love, but
or like a Dirk Nowitzki.
Yeah, I don't know if he's that dominant, dude. They're just so slow, and like Parrish and Danny Ainge and all those guys, like I don't think Danny Ainge is even in the NBA.
I don't know who.
I mean, it's just like Danny Ainge. It's just like when we talk about baseball too. Back in the day, we don't think those guys.
We were talking about would today's baseball players dominate players from 35 plus years ago?
Dude,
the big leaguers.
Yes.
Babe Ruth isn't even making freaking TCU's club. I mean, let's be real.
But then we also brought up the odd thing is that today's high school game is in reverse.
Well,
like, I mean, we would probably fare better against today's group.
I don't know. Maybe is that us being biased?
But we're also going
we're
also going with our era. So you could almost say our era, the big leagues too, might mollywop this day and age. The 90s, early thousands.
That's why I said 35 plus years. Maybe even into in the 80s, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, Jake, does like our 2001, 2002, or like the early 2000 baseball teams, how do they compete against baseball teams from 1970? Or like the old board teams that were legit.
It's definitely biased because you don't know.
We don't know. Yeah.
You don't know. Yeah, you look at Madera High School.
I played on the worst high school team of all time. So
2 big leaguers in the history of Madera High. And I think Tarver was 80s. And I'm not sure when Brian Clark graduated. So
he was like 76 or something like that.
So you're talking nearly 40 years of zero big leaguers and some pretty good talent. No offense. You know what I mean?
None taken.
Who are you offending?
I have no offense to you or Gary.
And I had a failed career, though.
Or any of those. Shut up. He's so dumb. I hate it when he says that.
It's true. I failed.
Hey, one thing I want to do real quick.
You're one of the millions and millions and billions that have failed. So it's not a big deal.
We're all failures, and it's a big deal in my life.
You didn't fail, bro. You got a great job. Wife, kids.
Oh, save it, Chad. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
You feel that way, Kenny?
What?
As a failure.
You mean as far as like my football career?
Yeah.
No.
Hey, one of my highlights was watching you at Texas.
Yeah,
Kick
that was one of the most surreal feelings I've ever had in my life.
Can you describe the size of like it? Was it a like?
It's
did you see anything like-
106,000 people, and cats were just getting demolished. Like I remember like my assignment was blocking freshmen. He was a true freshman at the time, Kenny Vaccaro, who plays in the NFL right now. He was a true freshman at the time, which is kind of crazy. There was a lot of like really good talent on that team. That was the team that went to the national championship. So it was like Colt McCoy is their quarterback. Marquise Goodwin was their kick returner. He pretty much dashed all of our hopes of winning that game. Like we were out there, we're like, yeah, we're gonna win this game, and freaking we go 3 and out, and then they score, and then we go 3 and out again, and then Colt McCoy just throws a pick six, and we're like, oh, we're in this thing, like 7-7, kick off to Marquise Goodwin, and he just freaking takes it 106 yards to that crib, and we're just like, yeah, we ain't winning this game. It was so hot. It was so hot at that game. Our trainer passed out in the first quarter. Like she didn't even make the rest of the game. And she was she was like an old softball player chick, and she would dip. Okay, she would throw dips in, peach skull, dude. Throw dips in and just gut it while she's taping your ankles, dude. Just gutted it all.
Shout out!
Shout out to Dawn, dude. Dawn was the GOAT, dude. She was the best
trainer.
Dawn, the trainer.
I have the GOAT. My trainer's the GOAT. Or Roberts. Because he had to deal with me for 2 years.
Yeah. I've never seen a trainer pass out from like, because we had so many dudes. We had like probably 6 concussions in the first quarter. Like dudes were just getting knocked.
Is it because I don't know? You played Division I football, so that's obviously a pretty big accomplishment. But like, I guess at some point you realize there's a caliber to a guy in the NFL. And like you were a great athlete. I don't want to diminish that.
Yeah. We had 2 dudes that made it to the NFL and actually played, and one of them actually played in almost like I think AFC Championship. I was just talking to him yesterday, but it was just a whole different level of athlete. Like you knew he was the best player on our team by far, and what was cool about him, he was like our team captain, but they were like he was like dealing with nagging injuries because he had to make pretty much every tackle. He's a safety. His name's Damon Cromartie Smith. And like they were trying to take him off of all the special teams because he played on all special teams. And he's like, if I can't play special teams, I can't play defense. Like you're not taking me off of anything. Like, he was just like one of the best leaders I've been around. And you just kind of knew like, yeah, this dude's going to make it. You know what I mean? And so he ended up making it. He was on the Steelers for a long time. And then, he tore his hamstring and kind of ended his career. But yeah, that's just when we had our pro day and they came in, like the NFL came in and did like a pro day. Like when dudes are running laser 4.3s, I'm like, yeah, it's a little bit different caliber of athlete than I am.
One thing I wanted to get into again, I didn't tell you, KP. I didn't call you earlier. We're limited for time today, but I did ask Andy, and I don't think I asked Chad this, but was talking about if the MLB does get into a modified season. I heard it on the radio. That's why I'm bringing this up. This isn't from me. Should a World Series champion have an asterisk by it? Say they played 120 games. Would you consider that an asterisk-worthy champion, or just it is what it is?
I think it is what it is.
Yeah.
Everybody's equal.
I think,
and that's my feeling too. I was like, I don't even know why this is. I guess if they played like 80 games, I'd feel a little different about it. Because let's say somebody gets hurt first month of the season and it's a 2-month injury. Well, you're not giving them time to get back with their best guys. Whereas even 120 games, you might get at least a month or a month and a half of that guy back. That could play a role, but I felt like it is what it is. And I mean, I don't even know how many games they used to play, but I mean, 120 is, is what, a month off, a little over a month.
Well, 162, you're 40 some games.
Yeah. What are your feelings on that anyways? I think the MLB season needs to be shorter anyways. Like, do you guys not agree with that? Are you guys like, what is your stance on the whole MLB season's too long? I feel like it's too long.
You could be right. I think maybe it is a little bit, but I mean, look at other sports. Hockey's a long season. Basketball's a long season.
I would argue that I mean, I don't know. No one
Or
really.
maybe more days off.
Yeah, less games, more days off.
Still same time
I mean, you
frame.
want to see these guys at their best, right? I mean, 162 games, you're getting them at their best. Like playoff baseball, I think would be fun to watch regardless of how many games they play.
Yeah. Well, I think I don't know. I just feel like the shortened season creates more of a like urgency to win now. You know what I mean? I think that's the thing with baseball is you get these teams that have, 40 wins like 3/4 of the way through the season. No one wants to watch them play anymore. It's like they're terrible, obviously.
Well, maybe they shouldn't have, if you're the last place team, you shouldn't get the first pick in the draft.
Yeah.
It's true.
I mean, maybe they should do some more stuff like that. Like I get where you're coming from, but if you change and go less games, then you're changing the whole statistics
Yeah.
and then the tire, as long as baseball's been around.
You
So
away?
you're gonna have,
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
especially as a pitcher like Andy, you want 35 chances. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you break it down to 20, a pitcher's only playing in 35 games out of 162. So you have to think about the individual too. If you go down, now Andy's only playing in 20 games. Like that's just it's hard. And I understand where you're coming from, Kenny, because it is long. And they say April and May are really crucial, but then the 3 months in between, nobody really gives a crap about. And then the last 2 to 3 months are key. So I get both sides of it, but I just think with everything they're changing, it's just tough to keep changing stuff.
Well, I think I just find it interesting because you mentioned that, and so I think about like football, how they're going to be adding an extra game to the season. What's that going to do to the stats and the record books? And
yeah,
is there going to be like different criteria now? Because whatever Tom Brady threw 60 or 50 touchdowns in a season. Now these guys get to play an extra game. Do they throw an extra 4 touchdowns because they get the extra game? And like whose name gets in the record book? Because I feel like it's more impressive. Whoever did it before, or whatever Peyton Manning's record, I think he holds the record for touchdowns. I'm just trying to give like a blanket example of like what it would be like for record books. You don't even really think about that, and they're supposedly supposed to be adding another game too. So
yeah, you just have to go with. I think with that when that comes in, you go with 16 games, and then if you don't do it by 16 games, and it doesn't go as a record for that, and maybe there's a record for 18 games or you know what I mean, or 19 or whatever.
I don't know.
But yeah, it's a great point. And it's a good argument. But I just feel like there's so many changes, and it's like, why are we changing so much stuff with these sports that we grew up loving, and the way the game's played? I mean, it's making it not even fun to watch baseball or even football. Like you can't have guys hit each other anymore like we grew up watching. So yeah, I mean, guys signed up. Kenny, you signed up to get hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean?
I knew that was a risk. I didn't want to get hurt. You're right about that. But it's like,
but I mean, you sign a contract.
Dude, I would do anything. Like, if I got to play in the NFL, and I always say this to people, like, because I just love playing football. Like, if I could suit up right now and you told me you're going to get 6 concussions, I'd be like, where do I sign? You know what I mean? Like, and that may sound stupid to some people, but it's like, that's how much love I have for playing football. Like, I would do pretty much anything to just freaking get a chance to suit up one more time, and I think a lot of athletes feel the same way as I do. You know what I mean? All the knee surgeries I've been through, everything, I'm like, dude, it's worth it. I know I'm not going to be able to walk in like 20 years, but whatever. You know what I mean? Hopefully they got cool new knee replacements by that time. But I literally, I just played for the love of the game. I didn't play for anything else,
What do you favor, a shorter season?
No, I think it should be 162 because I like, the point that Chad brought up as far as like the numbers and like just keeping it traditional and how we've always watched baseball. But like for the new stuff coming out, if you're going to shorten the season for this year, if you went and asked every single player, do you want to have 120 games or no season? They're going to say 120 games. Or if you wanted a 50-game season, they're going to take a 50-game season, because it's better than nothing this year. And I don't think it takes away from a champion at the end of this year because everybody's in the same boat, same situation. Here's what it is. I'm good with it.
Hey, KP.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to write with and some paper, possibly?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that.
We're gonna
we're
get
doing
we're gonna get a little game here.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me grab it.
Can we hit pause?
no, just go. You're good.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Hey, letting you guys know, I don't know any of these. Jake did not talk to me about these questions. He did this all on his own, so I don't have an advantage over anybody.
Yeah,
because I know Andy's
nobody-
I know
nobody-
Andy's gonna
Closing
think that I know
God.
some of this.
I gave you all the list, so we're gonna play since we've been talking about competing. We're gonna compete right now. Well, the three of you are gonna compete.
A lot of these movies. That's my issue.
Okay. Well, I gave you a list,
Wow.
right?
Well, I
And
don't know.
Hey, you knew last week what you had to watch.
the hint was teams, right? So all of it is based on teams. It has to do with the team for. So the question will be based on a what team was this or what team was that or all working around a movie, right?
Yeah.
So, for example, if I were to say in the movie Rookie of the Year, Henry Rowengartner played for what Major League Baseball team? Your answer would be, you can say it.
Well, are we gonna write it? Are we gonna write it?
This
down?
one, this is you would say that what would be
Chicago
Cubs, right? So it's all going to be about the teams, all right? So for what I'll do is I'll ask the question, and I'll give you a handful of seconds to write it out, and then I'll say, "Show me your answer," and you just show up your piece of paper. Sound easy enough?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll start easy. I think it's easy. In the movie, so this is Mighty Ducks. In the movie, before changing the name to the Ducks, what was their original team name? In the original Mighty Ducks. The first
You can't
movie.
say it. You got to write it down.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know the answer.
I do.
I don't either.
Dude, and you were the one saying all three of those movies should have been on the Clovis.
I don't remember their original name. District 5.
District 5. That is correct.
That is the whiteboard, huh? Official.
Remember the kid had a big D5 on his. No?
Yes.
Okay, here's one, and I think you all. Well, we'll see. I kind of think Chad's gonna win this, but
Of course he's gonna win. He knows this stuff.
I'm a movie guy, man.
Kenny's
I
there
love
too, though.
movies.
All right.
I love movies.
And Remember the Titans. What was the school name, not the mascot name? What was the school name in Remember the Titans?
Ooh. Andy, get off
I'm
your
not
phone.
on it.
Andy.
Andy's,
I'm not on it.
I know it's
Look.
I know it's TC something.
I'm out of this one.
TC something.
The Hawks, no.
TC Titans.
The school name.
Yeah, I don't know.
And they were the Titans.
Madera High School.
All right,
TC
Kenny, I'm gonna give it to you.
What was it?
TC Williams.
There we go.
Okay.
Hey,
I'll let
I
him have
just
it.
know because the dad. I just remember the dad. He was all mad that his son wasn't playing. Boycott TC.
That is good, actually.
So it's 1-1-0.
1-1-0.
Let's go. Give me a
on
point,
the
baby.
floor.
Andy needs to put his phone in the hand. He needs to throw it out of the way.
I don't even have it.
What was the name of Henry Rowengartner's Little League team? Write it down.
I got that one.
I don't have that one. I don't know that.
Arr.
Pirates. Yep. Chad's in the lead. 2-1-1's the score. You want a little easier? Here we go.
Dude,
In
just
the-
ask the question.
In the
man.
replacements.
Yes.
Never saw it.
Okay. Shane
It's a great football
Falco.
movie.
Shane Falco was quarterback for what team? I need the city and the name. Damn it, KP. I thought for sure you'd know this.
Dude, I haven't seen.
I thought you were gonna say college.
I haven't seen that movie.
I got Replacement City.
At least he wrote something.
It's New York something, I think.
No.
No.
I thought for sure Kenny would know this.
I haven't seen
Nah.
that movie.
What do you got, Chad?
I don't know.
You
I
don't
just know what college he went to. I don't know.
Oh, you don't know it either? What
No.
college did he go to?
Ohio State.
Was it Ohio State?
Yeah.
I don't remember. But he played for the Washington Sentinels.
Yes. Damn.
Dang it.
Not bad. Not bad. All right. In Dodgeball, the movie Dodgeball, Average Joe's first win came against what team?
Really?
Think about it. Their first win came against what team?
I don't know.
Damn it, KP.
I hate to disappoint you guys, but gosh, dude.
That's not their team name, Andy.
I don't know their team name. You got to give me a half a point for that at least.
I'll give you a half a point.
Oh, you're going with that one?
That's their
They didn't
first
even win. It was a forfeit. It was a forfeit.
They're win by disqualification.
Whatever. Because Bernice, and that's her name, Bernice, by the way, was taking steroids.
She was on like animal
Animal tranquilizer. Beaver tranquilizer.
tranquilizers.
It was Troop 417. Troop 417. Troop 417.
All right. Well,
Fine.
I got
Andy
another-
gets a half a point. It's fine.
Another dodgeball question. What was the name of the cheer squad? What school? What team?
I got nothing.
They were green, black.
yeah,
And white.
Jake, these are hard questions.
Yeah, this is a very tough.
Crap. I can picture it, but I don't know. No. What is it?
The Donkeys.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
KP took off for a second. There's only a couple more.
I'm a half a point behind. What's the score right now?
Chad's
2-1.
got 2, KP's got 1, and you got 1.5.
How did
What?
Chad get 2?
How does he have 1.5?
I gave him half for
Oh, Pirates. Got it.
Pirates, and then
I'm in last
Okay.
place right now. This is garbage.
all right. In The Longest Yard, the Adam Sandler movie.
Jesus.
This is another probably hard one. What school, what college did Paul Crewe play for? I can give you options. You want to give you four? You can give you four multiple choice.
Yeah.
Okay. Miami, Florida.
Oh, yeah, keep going. You
Florida,
don't need to have
Ohio State.
Any more options?
4. I gave you 4.
I only heard 3.
Florida, Miami, Florida
Don't put it up
State,
yet.
Ohio State. Paul Crewe.
Yeah, I was going with that too. Fuck.
Ohio State.
I put Miami.
Wrong. Everybody's wrong.
Was it Florida State?
It's Florida State.
Damn it. I was going to go Florida State or Miami. I was trying to think.
Do you actually know that question?
Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There ain't no way you knew that. You looked it up.
Well, yeah, obviously. He didn't know. He doesn't know the answers to these. He just looked them up.
I made the questions. So why would I make that a question if I didn't know the answer?
You just come up with something and then look at the answer up.
All right, let's go. Keep it going.
I got a couple more. In the Sandlot, as a Dodger, what team did Benny the Jet steal home on?
Ooh.
Easy.
Hang on.
Ready?
Hang on. Everybody at the same. Everybody ready?
Sure.
Go. All right. Everybody got that right. All right. So it's 3-2 to 2.5. Who's seen Little Big League?
I'm so
We all
lost.
have.
I watched that movie.
Huh?
That's an irrelevant question.
That was homework, KP. Come on.
I don't have access to these movies.
Oh, that's a lie. Little Big League's on Netflix.
Is it really?
I don't think it is.
Yeah.
Is it?
It's on Prime or something.
It's on Roku. I've seen it on Roku. What team
Crap, what happened?
gave Bill Haywood his first loss as a manager of the Twins?
Damn, dude. Oh,
Ooh, he's got it. Come on.
I'm trying to remember the catcher,
Yeah, I was just gonna give you a little name there.
but I forget what team he played for.
Welcome
I
to
wanna
the
say
big
it's-
leagues, kid.
Yeah, hold on. And they were in the old uniforms.
Yeah.
I think this is right. I don't know.
You ready?
Ready?
Sure.
What you got, KP?
Tigers.
KP got it.
Oh, KP got it. Damn it.
Mickey Templeton.
Let's go.
Mickey Tennant.
Let's go.
How'd you know? How'd you pick that?
I just guessed. I just picked an AL Central team and went with it.
Back to Little Big League. Who did the Twins beat 4 straight to force a wild card game against Seattle? What team did the Twins beat 4 straight? And I may have to check this. I'm 99% sure this is right. You guys got one?
Yeah.
No, hold on.
I have no idea. I'm just guessing.
He's probably gonna guess right. That's what sucks about this. I'm just gonna guess too. All right.
Who you got, Chad?
I picked Indians.
Yeah, Indians. Cleveland.
That mother. So we're tied, right?
Yeah.
You guys have 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
4-4 to 2.5.
All right. Well, I got one question left.
It's worth
I think
5 points.
we can do winner take all, or Andy, you can put out an answer. I don't think anybody's gonna know this.
We could do like Jeopardy. We can say how many our points are worth. So if we don't get it, you get minus those points, and if you do get it, you get plus the points you put down.
Okay, let's do that. Let's do that, because then there's a winner at least.
So Andy, say if you have, say you put your answer and say you're down by 2, and you say plus 2.
Yeah.
Then
Yes,
if you
yeah.
don't get it, then you're minus 2. If you do get it, you get to 4.5.
You got to go all the way in. Okay, so here's
Yeah.
so I give you the question. You make your bets. So
You have to-
write down what you want to gamble first.
You got to give us a question first. That's how Jeopardy.
No, you write down your wager,
you write down the wager first.
and then I give you the question.
They get the question, they write the wager, and then they answer. That's how Jeopardy works. I just want, I watched Jeopardy. All right.
Well, Andy said 2.5, so we have to put down something.
Hey, it's winner take all here.
Yeah, basically is what it is. Four. All right, here we go. Everybody's going all in.
Scared money don't make money around here.
In Little Big League, what Little League team did Billy Haywood play for? They were a red jersey. Nobody's going to get this. There's no way.
Well, yeah, if somebody guesses right, that's the shitty thing about this.
Is the Little League team a major league team, or is it just a random?
It's a random.
Oh, gee.
You want a hint?
Yeah.
No. I want
Okay.
a different question.
All right. Do you want me? I'm gonna have to make one up.
Let's go. How did you have like 3 or 4 Little Big League questions and 1 Sandlot question? And
Because Sammy's been all into.
I feel like your
was
text had
Gopher
way more
today.
movies than you didn't even do anything from Major League.
The
or
answer
anything
was
like
well.
that.
All right, I got my answer.
I already said it.
No, you didn't.
Oh,
Got the Kiwanis.
no. Oh, my gosh.
Put the Bulldogs. I have no idea though.
Chad?
I don't care. I don't know. The Haywoods,
No, the Gophers.
the Gophers, Minnesota. Got it.
What team did Kit in A League of Their Own get traded to?
I've never even seen that movie, so
All right, here's one. All right, this is it. I'm not going to ask
some good questions.
Racine, by the way. From Rockford to Racine. Anyways.
I knew that, but I knew they didn't. So.
Yeah. Okay, Major League. The first one.
Had specialty right here.
Jake
It's on
Taylor.
right now.
Jake Taylor was an all-star for what team?
Oh God.
he knows this already.
I mean, he's watching the movie right now.
It's at the end though.
So you've already seen the scene.
It doesn't matter. I knew the answer to this before he even finished the question.
I don't even know the answer. I'm gonna guess.
All right, I got Reds.
Go ahead, Kenny. What do you got?
I got Dodgers.
And the winner is
This is Chad.
The Red Sox.
Yeah, the Red Sox. Boston.
Good job, Chad.
Wasn't he an all-star in Boston?
Yeah, they don't have anything to give for you, so
That's all right. I forfeit anyways.
so yeah, this is pretty much, guys. This is what we'll be throwing down. We should do a Hit.Or.Die trivia next with maybe some audience members.
Oh yeah, for sure. See what they remember from our shows.
Yeah,
Pretty sweet.
pick a handful of shows or something like that. But Andy,
See
you
how many
you need
people
a nap,
really
bro.
don't listen to it.
Yeah, I need something, man. Hey, can I, dude? So Kenny invites me to play Call of Duty with him at night, but then they all leave the party after they play one game with me because I'm so bad. They all just leave, man. I also feel bad for playing with them because I'm so bad.
Hey, I'll you got any old Call of Duty games? I'll hook it up and we can
No,
we can bot.
Andy, you know, Kenny, you gotta treat Andy the way when I was in college and we played Gears of War, I was treated. Andy's got to be the guy that goes and gets killed so everybody knows where everybody is. That's what
The biggest issue with Andy right now is he needs a mic. Like, we can't hear him.
No, I have a mic. I just don't talk to you guys because you're so elite. I can't. I feel stupid talking. I be like, yeah, I'm dead.
They're like doing
I
call signs and stuff.
I'm dead again.
Yeah, they're
You got to get your mic going, dude. I can't ever hear you.
Yeah, because I don't talk. Dude, the guys you're playing are like professionals from freaking Taiwan and crap. You know? I just want to go shoot people, and you guys are playing tactical games. I don't know.
Andy, you just need to play the actual game campaign. Just play the campaign.
I'm doing the campaign. Yeah, that's it.
Hey, you gotta play with the best if you're gonna be the best, Andy. You know what I'm saying?
I just want to have fun and shoot a couple people.
Be a competitor.
you got to challenge yourself.
And then nobody tells me how to play the game when we start.
You're like, but he's months and months behind everybody. That's what sucks too. Andy's got the original gun, and all these guys are all souped up.
Yeah,
Where they shoot you once and you die, Andy's gonna shoot you like 10 times.
I just get the stock gun that you need.
Stock guns are some of the best ones. You got the MP5. You have the FAL.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
You guys are goofy. But we're out of time. So again, expect this to be the format for a little while. Guys, do you have anything you want to finish with? Thanks for taking time out of your I know you got school, KP, and Andy's got a nap to take, it looks like.
Yeah, I'm doing
He's got mustache hair to grow.
That
Hey, do you guys think this is a good look? Like,
Yes.
could I go to like,
no, 100%.
Yeah.
Yes.
You look like Ron Jeremy circa 1978.
But Kenny, is it a good look? Like I can
No,
do
it's
this in school? No. Why?
If you're gonna have that, you better start growing a freaking mullet, dude.
You're not a good
Yes.
friend.
Yes.
You're not telling the truth. Looks great.
No, I'm telling you,
Yes.
it doesn't look right without a mullet, dude.
Well,
Hey, what
work
does
on
Lauren
it.
think? What does Lauren think?
She hasn't said a word about it since I've oh yee.
Then it's all good. It's
Yeah.
all good.
All good then.
I think you should grow it out until the next high school baseball game is played.
I'm gonna do that's probably gonna be next year, but
That's a challenge right there.
do that.
It's
It
in
could be.
solidarity.
It could look like the manager. I'm just watching him right now. He's got a big fat mustache.
Yeah.
Ron Scott.
Just need
Yeah.
some black hair dye.
Do it.
All right, boys. Well, that's episode 45.
I don't know if you're gonna get any viewers on this one.
It's all good. I don't care.
We've had
Well,
some,
you'll watch it.
I had some fun.
So, and then we did test this stuff out a week ago. I'll have to post that just by itself as like a
teaser or something.
Yeah, there's some pretty funny stuff on there.
We should maybe do a bloopers from that one.
Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, that's episode 45.
You can have Laugh back on.
Yeah, we can do that too. We'll have to get everybody set up. Maybe do this on a weekend. So, anyways, boys, you guys have a good rest of your day. We'll talk soon. And thanks for listening to Hit or Die podcast.
Hit or die.
Die.
Yeah, baby.